We've had several developmental delayed programs, and I call them DD classes because we serve a population of 3 and 4-year-olds typically at this building. And those are our kids who are delayed in one of the 5 developmental areas: motor, cognitive, communication, personal, social, or adaptive. It's very important for us to start early. Early intervention works. We've seen it work. We've had DD class for several years, and we've had students to come through our DD program and actually transition to a general education classroom and be successful, and eventually they are dismissed from special education services, which is our ultimate goal. It doesn't work for all, but for those children who we target and we can help them be more independent, help them grow academically, and function as close to their typical peers as possible, then I think we've had a success.
What we're doing is we're taking both general education children and our developmentally delayed children, and we are mixing them together and blending them so that maybe our special needs can get some extra help from those that might not be developmentally delayed. It's also just a good opportunity for general ed to have a contact with small children that might not be like they are. They learn a lot of social skills that way that they might not have anything to do academically.
We put out an RFP for districts to apply for a grant to receive $70,000 total, with $50,000 for the first year, $10,000 for years 2 and 3 each, to start a blended pre-K classroom in their district. The money for the grant can be used for materials, supplies, curriculum, assessments, and professional development. It cannot be used for staff salaries or fringe. The districts must come up with money for that on their own. I like to say that we begin with the end in mind. We encourage inclusive practices in the preschool settings so that students with disabilities will become accustomed to attending general education classes, because at the end of their school career, we want them to have a diploma, so they have to be able to complete the general education curriculum.
The special ed director and I met when we first found out about the grant, and we brainstormed how we could make this work with the current SPED population that we already had. And so we came up with criteria that we would use to select students to come to our blended pre-K program. And then through that process, we selected 20, and hopefully in the future we'll be able to expand and have more pre-K students at Clinton Park.
Within our classroom, we have a blend of 3 and 4-year-olds. And in the other classroom, there are just 4-year-olds. So there would be the possibility that once a child that was 3 left one classroom, he could transition to the next blended class if he was not ready for kindergarten. But if he were ready for kindergarten, they could transfer to a regular kindergarten class.
We will have lots of accommodations for our special needs students. Some of them may need communication devices. Some of them may need assistance walking. As they come in, we'll be figuring out their needs and finding ways to meet their needs. The parents have really been excited about the program. The ones who were selected were overjoyed that they were going to have the opportunity to come to Clinton Park as 4-year-olds. And we've got a lot of workshops and things planned to incorporate those parents into the school so that they feel ready for kindergarten.